Back for segment number 4 here. Brand new format. The World Center of Broadcast Media here, broadcasting live from our flagship station right out here in Hollywood, California. And we talked about a lot of stuff today. Baseball players, we talked about football players, we talked about athletes, we talked about people that have been, let's be honest, stupid. When it comes down to it, you know, a NASCAR driving is like serious enough, right? That's a pretty dangerous sport. So I'm not worried about that guy going out and playing, going to the batting cages on his day off. But I am worried about the baseball player that decides to go supercross, motocross. Madison Bumgarner, I want to say, should these guys collect salaries if they get hurt off the field? Yes or no? Should they collect when the San Francisco Giants are paying you $20+ million a year? Should you be going Ricky Carmichael on a Yamaha? No.
You know what? I think until you come back, I think you should not be paid.
I would agree. If you can't do your job, you don't get a paycheck. So Madison Bumgarner, when you look at Didi Gregorius from the Yankees, you look at some of the bonehead from the Vikings. If you're going to go ahead and take chances when you're getting salary, there's a million people. You, one of them right now, are sitting on the couch. If you're going to call tomorrow, I know you're hurting and I know you've been beat up, over your years playing football. But if you got a call tomorrow from Jack Del Rio, it said, "I only need you for a couple of plays, Big Mark. I want you on the punt team or the kickoff team or whatever the hell it is, or the extra point team. I need you to lay down in front of some people and smash some limbs, and I'm going to pay you $100,000 a year."
I'd probably be able to do the extra point team.
Damn right,
for
you
sure.
would.
I would do it.
Yeah, of course.
I know I could still do it.
So when you get guys that don't,
that's it.
That don't appreciate this, then how does this happen when you get somebody that takes advantage of this? There have been guys that have lost careers because of other things off the field. For the 15 years, 17 years you can play, like a guy like Tom Brady. I know you hate him. 5-time champion Tom Brady, by the way, the greatest comeback in the history of the Super Bowl, beating the Atlanta Falcons this year. When you have a career,
fixed.
When you have fix my ass. When you have a career this long, you take care of yourself. You don't put yourself in harm's way until you milk the last dollar.
Marry a supermodel.
She did.
Yeah, she did marry
a supermodel.
Yeah.
Greatest quarterback in the history of the National Football League.
Don't wear a better dress than your wife.
All you can say, another crier, another Raider fan crying about that.
Fag.
Crying about what? Dude, you got to help me out here, man. That was in no way.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That was in no way indicative of Lug Nutzz TV. That's Big Mark. You want to send your hate mail to Big Mark? I'm telling you right now.
I'm sorry, I lost it there for a minute.
You did lose it for a minute. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in the history of the National Football League. He's won more championships. That guy's gone through more crap than anybody else. He's had to have he's a team guy. He's taken his salary, had it reduced. Instead, it's not all about money for Tom Brady. Just to bring in the right players so we can go to another Super Bowl. He's got 5. He's been to 7. The greatest quarterback in the history of the National Football League, along with the greatest coach. They should name that Super Bowl trophy after Bill Belichick. Vince Lombardi, all right, no offense. I know right now you're worm mulch, but nobody cares about you. You were a grouchy bastard. You were such an arrogant punk. Forget about the Vince Lombardi trophy, and all you Packer fans that think that it's still okay to be Vince Lombardi, yay, all right? He's finished. It should be the Bill Belichick trophy because he's the most dominant coach in the history of the National Football League, and I don't even know how we got onto that. I'm going to get right back to we're going to take one more break, then we're going to finish this up because I want to wrap this up with a lot of positive stuff. We're going to talk about an Autism Speaks walk coming up this weekend. You can help. That's when you're taking autism motorsports, Howard Schlick, Ricky Schlick Racing, and of course Racing for Rachel. We're going to talk about that, and I want to talk about Jeff Long, about a guy that's in Southern California right now. I'm not sure if he's watching because he's having a rough day. This guy was supposed to be here today. We had a couple special callers going to speak to him, and we're going to do that when he's ready. But right now, I want to end the show on a positive note and not a grouchy ass like Mark. All right, so we're going to, in fact, see how positive I am? And Brian France, if you're watching, by the way, I know I'm not getting another hard card for any time in the foreseeable future, and I don't care, all right? And I'll still stand by what I said. When we get back, we're going to talk more positively and maybe one more piñata slap to the old Moonshine Mafia right here on the World Center of Broadcast Media. It's Lug Nutzz TV.